Hey everyone, it's Matt. Explore the world with Matt. This time you're going to join me on a bar crawl that I was involved in on the MSC World America. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my channel. Started the crawl in the Dolce Vita bar. Our barkeeper was a little shocked. We warned him, but we showed up and this was him preparing our first drink. Also, we have some exotic carriers with the
Thanks, man. Appreciate you not anally.
Also, if you want to travel to forever, from forever we have a new ship coming. So in the next winter, now 2025 and 26, we have the great
Wow.
Now he's putting the finishing touches on our drinks before he hands them off to us to begin our crawl. Next we moved on to the casino bar. Each of us took turns picking our drink, and the next picker picked Michelob Ultra of all things, but it was our next drink. Slowly getting all the bottles open and up onto the bar for us to imbibe. Now we got our beers and our next toast is upon us. We had one more that was going to join us at this bar, and that's what the single beer sitting on the counter is. And he didn't make it in time for the toast, but here we go. Our addition did eventually show up. He just didn't make it into the picture. Well, it was time to move on to our next stop, so we moved on to the sports bar. There were so many of us, he didn't even have enough glasses to make our drinks for us, so he had to improvise. All the bartenders were friendly and having fun making us our line of drinks in each bar. After we enjoyed this drink, it was time to move on yet again, and now we took a quick picture of most of us anyway before we left the sports bar to move on to our next location. I snuck in an extra drink. There's another beer that I had. This was a real beer compared to the Michelob Ultra that we had in the sports bar, and it had a little more flavor, let's say. We had a good group of people, and we were having a good time, so let the good times roll. Now that we had the bartender take a bunch of pictures of us, so we were sure to have good mementos, it was time to move on. So now we had to see how many people we could squeeze into an elevator. We didn't all fit, so unfortunately it took two groups of people to get up the elevator. I don't normally ride elevators on a cruise ship. I usually take the steps. So this was one of only 2 times that I rode on an elevator on this cruise. and it was really just to stay with the group. While we were on the crawl, we were able to look out off the side and see Cuba. We didn't go visit, but we had a nice view of Cuba. Time to move on. Since we were on the deck, we went to the pool bar and got our next line of drinks going. The bartender was having fun. Again, giving us a nice layered colored drink. Time to move on again. Now we went to the Elixir Mixology Bar. Another multi-layered colorful drink. I remember these were very sweet, but they were still good. But at this point, we'd had a number of drinks, so I really don't think I cared what it tastes like. At least so long it wasn't bad. And our friendly bartender was struggling a little bit to get them all to fit on the counter within his arm reach, but he made it work. Then we ran into one of the bar managers who provided us with these coins. And I'll say, if you know, you know. But what it is our token to be able to get into the speakeasy. There will be a separate video coming out on our visit to the speakeasy. But this, I guess, was our little prize for having our bar crawl on their ship. This bar, I can't recall where it was. I'm calling it the No Name Bar. I do believe it was outside, but I'm stretching my memory, and for whatever reason I can't remember which bar this is. But it is on the World America, so if you're gallivanting around the ship, you can find it. And this was our final drink of the crawl. We had a great time, and like I said, another video is coming up on the speakeasy. Thanks for joining me today, and now it's just time for my little pitch here. I hope you'll visit me at exploretheworldwithmatt.com. I can help you with all your travel needs, travel information. You don't have to book with me, but give me a chance. I've traveled so much of the world, and I can give you all kinds of advice on different cities, as well as continents, countries, states. I've traveled extensively, and I want to share that information with you. You can also continue to watch my other videos here, and don't forget to like my channel, share my channel with others, as well as subscribe to the channel. You can also leave me comments below if you have any questions. You don't have to contact me directly on my website. You can do it right here on this video. So don't forget to visit www.exploretheworldwithmatt.com.